Here she is, Winter Ivy. She's on the mannequin. She's taken 9 months to get there, but I think it's worth it. It took a long time to sew. You have the hand sewing compounded with hand painting these strings of ivy writhing up and down the garment. It took so much longer than I thought it would, as all projects do. It's absolutely beautiful though. I hope you can see. I think you can actually. If I go like that, no, if I move, not the camera. If I move, you can see the glimmer of the silver paint, and it's doing exactly what I wanted it to do. I want it to fall as a cuff around the sleeves, but also when you hold it up, tell the story of an ivy sort of hanging off a brick wall. Absolutely beautiful. I'm so happy with it. The last thing to do was this sash. So that's a lot of hand sewing. It was, 2.8 meters. I think that's around 6 feet. No, it's not. I don't know feet. 10 feet. 9 feet. It's a lot of feet. Anyway, it took a lot of feet, and funny enough, a lot of handwork to get this done. There's a couple more little leaves on the end, but just as a trickling little accent, so as you walk around, you might just kick a bit and that will sparkle down at your knees. Tied in a quasi-obi sash, a bit Japanese. I don't know what I've done. I've just tied it and tried to make this look nice over here. The reason I'm talking about the sash, it's the most important part to this. This isn't a haori. It doesn't have little side panels as usual, and it doesn't tie across here just with a little cord. It's tied with this sash. And can you see this here? I've put belt loops in the front, just behind the collar. And then what the sash does is it cinches in the center front. So it brings in with the line of the body, pulls it in, and then at the back, it isn't attached to the garment at all. I'll see if I can lift this up. I don't know if I can. At the back, you see it holds onto the body rather than the garment, leaving the back to hang in that barrel line, sort of mid-century barrel line. So you've got a voluminous back and then a lovely cinched front. So it isn't a Japanese garment. It's not a traditional Japanese garment by any mark. It is inspired by traditional Japanese clothing, obviously. And I've sewn it with both Japanese techniques and some couture techniques that I've learnt about, and I'm starting to perfect this work, but there are some bits that I still marvel at myself. These little bits where this is the pattern matching, which takes a lot of work to get that to line up on there. This is a straight line here that goes round a curve and joins the back. These were the hardest parts to match on the pattern, and they go seamlessly through, as does, say, the sleeve and the centre back down there. I lined the garment in white silk satin, which looks, I think it's quite beautiful. These two here, like little rabbit's ears. Quite common when you see Japanese clothes, when people are wearing kimono, and you see these beautiful little trailing openings on the women's garments at the back. Absolutely lovely. And then see here, because there isn't the belt going around it, whoosh, straight back. I think that's lovely. Also, by having the belt underneath, it doesn't crush all the silk. So the pattern's integrity, the motif, still flows. It isn't halted by a band going through. It can be nice sometimes, but for this particular garment, I didn't want that.